Danielle joins us now. I saw some dark gray clouds above us this afternoon, but nothing really transpired from them, right?
A couple isolated showers, which is really our story in Calgary, but south of Medicine Hat, for example, that's where we're looking at some thunderstorm activity, non-severe, couple strikes of lightning, and certainly some decent downpours where we need it. We certainly need some rain there, as you can see. There's many pockets of these showers, some of them, growing into a non-severe thunderstorm. That's the story for the evening up until about 11 o'clock tonight, and then things quiet down. A ridge of high pressure will start to build in, so tomorrow will be more stable, and it will be warmer as well. Just 14 degrees right now, plus that cool wind out of the north. It certainly has a chill in the air considering the warm weather that we've had leading into these past couple of days. So expect the gusts to continue out of the north up to about 40 kilometers per hour for the next few hours. Then isolated showers possible in Calgary as well until 11 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow looks pretty stable, just a small chance of an isolated shower, and it will be warmer. In fact, 19 is what's normal for this time of year. Your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Find more than what you're expecting at 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Ian?
Closing hours remain the same, so technically you could drink from 6:30 in the morning until 2 in the morning the next day.
Oh boy, here we go.
I suppose some patio bars or bar patios are open in Calgary right now, but you might need a sweater outside.
Yeah, you'd need a sweater because it's gusty and it's that chilly wind out of the north, but over these next couple of days, you'll notice a change and you'll say, hey, I really want to head to a patio. And guess what? There's lots out there. And soon enough, longer drinking hours. Okay, as we look at temperatures, we are below normal today. 19 is the normal daytime high in Calgary. We're at 16. 18 in Brooks, 16 in Medicine Hat. All communities in southern Alberta certainly below normal with that chillier wind out of the north. That chillier wind out of the north will continue for the evening hours and then die down for tomorrow. All right, looking a little closer to home here. 16 is what the temperature is at the airport and downtown. 13 in Winsport, 13 in Bragg Creek, and Irricana is at 16. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Okay, when we talk air quality, we are doing quite well in southern Alberta. We're on the low part of the risk scale, but Red Deer, or north to the Red Deer, Edmonton area is under statement at this point for poor air quality, but what's not showing up on here is the Grand Prairie area is under an air quality warning. So very poor air quality to the north of us. Now we may see a little bit of this push down into the south. We're not going to have really smoky conditions, but you may notice a hint of it, and we may get up to the moderate part of the scale. So something to keep in mind. I'm just going to advance this so you can see the next 24 to 48 hours. You can see a little bit of green over Calgary, which is why we have that potential here and there. Not consistent, not long lasting, but here and there it might get a little smoky, which could bump us up from the low risk to moderate here and there for the next couple of days. Okay, radar and satellite. Look at all these isolated showers going on, even some non-severe thunderstorms south of Medicine Hat happening at this point. Good downpour there, a little bit of lightning associated with that as well. The key thing is that as we go into tomorrow, this ridge of high pressure will start to build in, so it won't be perfectly stable tomorrow. Just a small chance of showers, and we won't have this many pockets going on out there for tomorrow. All right, so I'll show you that on the Futurecast. Here's a look at the rest of today, quieting down by about 11 o'clock tonight, maybe even midnight. And then for the morning, it's quiet, just some cloudy periods at times. The wind should be a lot calmer tomorrow as well in all communities in the south. And while there will be some isolated showers developing, as you can see here, very few and far between for later in the day tomorrow. Then after that, it's stable. It warms up, not a whole lot to talk about other than temperatures around those mid-20s and a mix of sun and cloud.
Danielle, we just have to get through midweek tomorrow, and then it starts heating up again, right?
Absolutely, yes. Those mid-20s, right? So we've had the cooler, rainier weather that we needed to kind of stabilize things a little bit. And yeah, we're headed into a long-term warm stretch here that will carry through the weekend, but it's not warm right now. 16 degrees, winds out of the north up to 40 kilometers per hour, isolated showers for Calgary possible, and a smaller chance of any sort of showers tomorrow, and then pretty much zero chance Thursday and through the weekend, and daytime highs, as you can see, in around those mid-20s for Thursday and Friday.
Danielle joins us now. So will we have any air quality concerns over the next few days, do you think?
Well, we may go to the moderate part of the scale. So certainly a difference is possible over the next 24 to 48 hours, but nothing really significant in comparison to what they're getting up to the north. So at this point, we've been really going between a 1 and a 3. So as you can see, that's on the low end of the scale. But we may pop to a 4 and a 5, and that comes for tomorrow, especially later in the day tomorrow, and through Thursday as well at times. So if you are sensitive to the smokier conditions, you definitely want to keep an eye on your air quality health index before you head out over these next couple of days. Okay, 15 degrees. We're still on the cooler side. We have that cool wind out of mainly the north, but things are changing. Ridge of high pressure will be starting to build in tomorrow. That will get us to a normal daytime high of 19, and by that point, just a small chance of showers. I'll be back with a much warmer forecast coming up, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Danielle joins us again as we look ahead to our 5-day forecast. It's getting warmer out there.
Oh yeah, if you like temperatures in the 20s with lots of sunshine, well then Thursday and on is good for you. We were another cool one today. We got up to 15, 16 in Calgary. So 19 is what's normal for this time of year. So below normal, and that little bit of a chilly wind from the north didn't help things feel any warmer either. Brooks is at 19 right now. Medicine Hat at 17. Lethbridge Milk River 15. We talked about this earlier. Air quality statement in place for Edmonton area. Grand Prairie was not showing up on this map as there's actually an air quality warning there because the smoke is and will continue to be so poor. For us in the south, we've really done okay so far. We've been on the low end of the scale, but we may pop up to moderate. We're at 3 right now in Calgary. So just keep in mind that we may be on that moderate part of the scale over these next couple of days. Radar and satellite showing you all the pockets that are happening right now. Isolated showers for the most part. We had thunderstorms earlier, but that chance has really died out for the evening. And now we're just looking at the chance of isolated showers up until about 11 o'clock tonight. As you can see, I'm going to advance this. This is a look at 1:30 in the morning. Pretty quiet, maybe a little bit in the foothills, but nothing significant. Then for tomorrow, we'll start off with just a mix of sun and cloud. Wind should be calm tomorrow. We have a ridge of high pressure that will really start to build in, so it won't be perfectly stable. There may still be a little bit of isolated shower development in the foothills, but it won't be able to gain any steam, and it will die out pretty quickly. Small chance of us even seeing any of that activity in Calgary as things really start to stabilize. And then we're looking at lots of sunshine in that longer range forecast because of this. So for tomorrow, we're getting up to a normal daytime high. So we've had a couple cool days. Warmer tomorrow. Again, just a small chance of a late day shower, but mainly we're just looking at the clouds increasing in the afternoon hours. 24 degrees for Thursday, so that's well above normal. 26 for Friday, 23 for Saturday. So as we head into the weekend, we're looking at a good amount of sunshine. And then by Sunday, a high of 29, potentially even 30 degrees. Tara?
Thank you, Danielle. All right, Glenn's here with us now. You guys know that summers in Florida, swimmers in the summer, both, they're usually worried about sharks, right?
Yes.
But now there's something else to avoid in the water.
Mom, run!
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a bear. That's Danielle's worst fear. This is Naples, Florida. This was just on Friday. These beachgoers were out for a morning walk, and they spotted a bear enjoying a morning swim.
Oh, no.
So, like, if one predator isn't enough, now the sharks have competition as the most feared animals on the beach. Because the bears are hanging out there, too.
That's all right.
My two biggest fears collide, and I grew up in Florida. I'm not going back there ever again.
That probably happens all the time. Sharks and bears all the time. Right. Well, sometimes in life we have to make tough decisions, and it's not easy.
Again? Okay, you have to pick one. You have to make a decision.
This is Reese. She can't make a decision. The toy or the nugget. She wants to have both, but something's got to give. They eventually convince her you got to drop the stuffy and then you get the chicken McNuggets.
Okay, I'll eat that fast. Then I want that toy back again.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I'm going to chew the toy and smell the nugget.
Exactly.
She was close, though.
It's like, just put it in my mouth on top of the toy. I can make this work.
It'll work.
Well, you've heard of synchronized swimming, but what about synchronized skydiving? This is so cool. It's mesmerizing. This team sport takes a lot of creativity, a lot of coordination. This is Team Singapore, and they have floated their way to winning the World Championships this year.
Yeah, they did. Look how good they are.
I know. This routine has gone viral. More than 8 million people have watched this.
I wonder how hard that would actually be.
That is so hard.
Right?
It would
You
have to be.
practice
It would have to
hours
be.
and hours and hours and hours.
And you have to have that core strength.
Yes.
Like
I mean,
nothing
are they
else.
previously gymnasts? I mean, what is the
Bet they
skill
are,
set to come
yeah.
into this? Yeah.
Well, they're
that's
not us.
cool. No, probably not us. No.
Let's us three try that, shall we?
Up against the side walls. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Well, no matter who you cheer for, you can probably support a sweet treat. A local company is selling Oilers cupcakes for a good cause. We have those details still ahead.
All right, Skywatch weather showing you the clouds in the sky, a little bit of blue. We had some isolated showers. We still have the potential for isolated showers in Calgary and many communities in the south up until about 11 o'clock tonight, and then things stabilize. Then a ridge of high pressure builds in, and then temperatures will start to warm. You'll notice quite a difference from today compared to what we're going to have on the weekend. 15 degrees is that current temperature. We did get to a high of 16 today. Normal is 19, so below normal. When you combine it with the winds out of the north today, it certainly felt like a cooler one today. Edmonton got to 17 in those higher teens for Victoria, Vancouver, and Prince George. Winnipeg into the 20s, and you can see warmer temperatures, much warmer temperatures off to the east. Toronto got to 28, and we will surpass that likely by the weekend. Here's your radar satellite. These are the pockets. We're looking at this, as you can see, it's quieting down or starting to quiet down for the evening, but there's still that potential for isolated showers up until about 11 o'clock because we'll continue to have this flow out of the north. And that's for all of the south end, really. Nothing significant, no huge rains. Where we're looking at some heavier pockets is south of Medicine Hat right now, and that will carry on and off for the next couple of hours. Okay, 25 degrees for Salmon Arm tomorrow, 27 for Kamloops. Edmonton looking at a high of 21. Red Deer 19, for us in Calgary 19, which is bang on normal for this time of year. A little warmer in Drumheller at 21, and into the 20s for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat as well tomorrow. When we look at the 10-day trend for Calgary, we will be in those mid-20s by Thursday, likely potentially even cracking 30 on Sunday. But as you can see, it's a long stretch of warmer weather to come. Tara?
Thank you, Danielle. Wow, just 4 spots. That is some fierce competition.
Like it would be so much intense pressure.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And a lot of
absolutely.
money to win.
Yeah.
A lot on the line.
Bad. Like that guy who won the lottery twice.
Yeah, that's
None of
nice.
us have won it once. What is going on here? None of us. Okay, so when we talk weather, if you want to talk weather lottery and you like sunshine,
We're winning
and
it.
heat,
We're winning it starting tomorrow.
Right? Look at that. So tomorrow, a normal temperature day, and things will start to get more stable. So there's still a chance of showers, but it's a smaller chance. And then it's stable and hot. By Sunday, we might even crack 30. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. Stu Rawlings took this picture by his house near Pritis. And wait a second.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more little coyote pups. How adorable.
Very cute.
So cute when they're that young.
Yeah. Not when they're chasing you down a path.
Right, exactly.
Full-sized. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening. We'll see you again tomorrow.